this began one morning at 5:30 in the morning. It was a time when COVID had really uprooted the world and things had changed. We're not out of it yet. And I wanted to put something together. I hadn't sat in a circle like this for a really long time, but I didn't know about what. And I was feeling really down, really blah, really heavy and low that morning. And I had been for a few days. And all of a sudden I had an epiphany and it snapped and everything fell into place. And oh my gosh, it's my archetypes, I told myself, which might not mean anything to you yet. But I had been in warrior for weeks beforehand. I had been in battle. I had something that was so challenging and I only saw that that thing had to get done. And I worked on it solid for 3 or 4 weeks, barely coming up for air. And then suddenly it ended and I didn't have to be in battle anymore. And that dip, that fall in adrenaline, taking off the blinders and no longer having that goal wrecked me. And I was feeling this low that I just shared with you. And I suddenly realized that morning, in that moment, of course, because I was so connected to warrior and now it's gone. And I'm looking for something else to figure it out, to fill it with, to figure it out with. And in that moment, I was able to, even before I changed anything, before I made any real change or did any real work, I was able to offer myself compassion because I understood, and I only understood because of my relationship to these archetypes. And it was in that moment that I decided I wanted to offer this to others. And later that day, I believe I called Elisha, and over time, with a lot of toil, this is what came about. And these are our goals in offering this program to you, to others, that you should feel safe and supported while learning about connecting to your personal expressions of the lover, the warrior, the magician, and the king within you. That you should be able to offer yourself that same compassion, that same self-compassion that I was able to offer myself that morning. While there are things that make us all so very much the same, those commonalities I spoke about before, we're all so different. We've led different lives, and our experiences of these parts of our masculinity are individual to each of us. They're bound to be different. We relate to these energies in different ways, and we want you to feel seen, supported, and witnessed in the things that make you uniquely you, in your expression of these archetypes, of these energies.
With that intention, we created exercises and ways that it can be something that is in the background of my mind without too much time of an investment to be able to further explore this. Because in the end of the day, it's about having the prepared mind. There's a tremendous amount of wisdom. It's very, very rich. Join us in our circle of men of all ages, of all different types of lifestyles coming from, internationally all around the world, and join us as we explore these 4 archetypes together.